Well, hello, everyone. How are you doing tonight? And welcome to a new live episode of He Said, He Said, He Said. A look at the world from a seasoned Black man's perspective, because one perspective is not enough. Happy Friday, everyone. I am so glad that you are here with me tonight. And I have to ask, have you dug your cars out yet? Because I dug my car out yesterday after 2 weeks, and I felt like I had PTSD from being in this house and not being able to get around from all this crazy snow and ice. I hope that you have, again, dug your car out and that you guys are doing well. And I'm just so happy that you're here with me tonight. I'm telling you, I'm so excited. But okay, I got to keep going. Okay. It is Super Bowl weekend, ladies and gentlemen, and the Seattle Seahawks and the New England Patriots have proven to be the best in the league. Straight off of his Grammy wins this past week, singer Bad Bunny will dominate the halftime show. You know, I'm definitely looking forward to that. And here's a spoiler alert. I've been in the house this afternoon, and I've seen the opening to the Winter Olympics that have started in Milan Cortina. And I mean, the opening was good, but I don't want to give anything away. But I think that this is a good weekend to be in the house and just to catch up on some sports. It's going to be some really good TV, especially for the next 2 weeks with the Olympics. But whatever you're doing, I'm just so glad that you are catching us tonight live. If you're here or planning to look at some clips after this show, because we definitely have a good one for you. But I'm just truly happy that you're here. And before we get into anything else, I want to start by wishing everyone a happy Black History Month. February is Black History Month, and this year is especially meaningful because it marks 100 years since the observance was first established originally by Dr. Carter G. Woodson in 1926, and he called it Negro History Week. And what started as a way to make sure Black contributions weren't erased from American history has grown into a full month of recognition, reflection, and celebration. Black History Month is very important because as a Black man, you know, in America, I don't get the luxury of separating history from the present. My life is truly shaped by it. My opportunities are shaped by it. My challenges are shaped by it. And Black history isn't something, you know, I visit once a year. I live and breathe it every day. Black history is about honoring the ancestors who fought for rights we now enjoy. It's about acknowledging the struggles that still exist and reminding ourselves that progress is not permanent. It has to be protected and defended, and sometimes it has to be fought all over again, because Black history is not something that just happened. History is something that is still happening now. And speaking of something that's happening now, that brings me something that kind of pisses me off, actually. I got to say what it is. The John F. Kennedy Center for the Performing Arts, now officially rebranded as the Trump John F. Kennedy Center for the Performing Arts, is preparing to close for 2 years. The Kennedy Center, one of the most important cultural institutions in the world, a place that has celebrated ballet, Broadway, jazz, opera, hip hop, spoken word, drag, international dance. I mean, everything. A place that has always represented the full spectrum of American creativity is now closing. Not because it's unsafe, not because it's falling apart, but because Donald Trump took it over, created a new board, made himself the chair, and since then, artists and productions have been pulling out in massive numbers. So now the response is, let's go ahead and shut it down. And let me be clear. I think this is mean, disgraceful, and deeply irresponsible, because this isn't just about the building. This is about people's lives. This is about, this is about livelihoods. You know, hundreds of workers, ushers, stagehands, musicians, designers, technicians, administrators, people who already work in one of the most unstable industries in the world, Anyone in the arts knows there's no guaranteed paycheck. You live gig to gig, contract to contract, and the Kennedy Center was one of the rare places that offered not just prestige, but real opportunity and stability. And beyond that, you guys, it was a space where diversity wasn't just tolerated, it was celebrated. Black artists, queer artists, international artists, experimental artists, people who don't always get to fit into mainstream spaces had a home there. And while I'm watching now is a former president using culture as a political weapon, trying to silence the artists and reshape creative spaces into something narrow, controlled, and ideological. And that tells me one thing. Authoritarian leaders are always afraid of artists because art tells the truth. Art questions power. Art imagines better worlds. And an insecure leader like the one that we have in that White House can't stand that. You know, so that really got under my skin this week. And then I got a little bit of disappointing news. Speaking of the entertainment world, I want to talk about something that really disappointed me. The announcement of the Sherri Shepherd show leaving after 4 seasons. I really didn't want to hear that because by all accounts, this has nothing to do with Sherri's talent or the quality of the show. The show is strong. The production was solid. The season actually was really good this season and last season. I mean, it's been great. But daytime television is changing. Streaming, social media, YouTube, podcasts, people consume content differently now. And unfortunately, traditional daytime talk shows are being hit very hard. Still, though, I hate seeing Black women build something successful only to watch the industry pull the rug out from under them. Sherri brought some warmth and humor and, a little bit of, authenticity. And I just felt really connected to her. And this ending does not feel like a failure on her part. It feels like a failure on an industry that still doesn't quite know how to support Black women long term. But the good news is Sherri Shepherd is not going anywhere. She's talented, she's loved, and she will absolutely land on her feet. So whether that's streaming, digital, podcasting, or something entirely new, Sherri Shepherd is coming back. But it's still sad to see another space where Black women was thriving quietly and now disappearing. And that brings me to my show tonight, because I'm about to uplift the sister, you guys, okay? Tonight's show is about a beautiful sister that I've gotten to know. Apostle Sharon Magic Jordan-Roach is one extraordinary woman. She went from international supermodel to ordained apostle. I've known Magic from the modeling world. So tonight we're going to talk about her career as a top fashion model, what that industry is really like, and how grief, grace, and divine calling completely transformed her life. Magic was kind enough to gift me a copy of her book, Perspectives from the Secret Place. And I'm not exaggerating when I tell you this book felt spiritually connected to my life the moment I opened it. And every chapter starts with an affirmation, and then it goes into a scripture, then an explanation that brings it into real life, and then a prayer that brings it full circle. I'm telling you, she's going to tell you more about the book, but I am so grateful that Magic is here for this conversation tonight for our one-on-one and to tell us about her journey. So again, thank you all for being here tonight, with me for another one-on-one. And for the woman who stopped me in Walmart and asked me, was Bobby coming back? Yes, he's coming back. Him and Sean will be back next week for a very special Valentine's Day show. But they, brothers need some time off too. So, but thank you. You didn't miss. Thank you for stopping me in Walmart to even acknowledge the show. Thank you so much. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are just getting started. And again, welcome to the show tonight. And if you all are ready, let's get on with the chat. Hey, everybody, once again, how y'all doing? Man, you all are up in this room tonight. Thank you. Sean Holmes, Kendall Fisher, Michelle Sims. Hey, babe. Jack, I'm going to say Jackie Breeden. Thank you for being here. Happy Black History Month. Wanda Draper, thank you for being here. I'm going to say One Ray Boys Channel. Al McGill, Paul Dyson, JJ. Thank you all for being here tonight. I hope everybody's doing well and feeling good. Because right now, it really is about feeling good. All right. So again, thank you for joining us tonight. How you doing, Dane 2024? Be more. That's Dana. How you doing, sweetheart? Thank you all for being here tonight. We have a great show. But I feel like I'm getting ready to go off topic just a little bit, but it was in my spirit and it landed today. I want to ask you guys, and I want you to be honest with me for our chat. My chat tonight is really a simple question. How are you doing? Okay? Because it feels like everybody is dealing with something right now, whether it be the news, the politics, the money, stress, job, kids, mental health. I mean, just life in general. The world is feeling really loud and unpredictable and honestly exhausting. So tonight, I want to pause for a second and check in on you and shift the conversation and ask you, a couple of questions. But really, I just want to know, how are you doing? And today was a good example. Thank you, Wanda. Thank you. Today was a good example because there was something that I told everybody not to give acknowledgement to, and that was a tweet that came from that White House about our dear President and First Lady Obama. And I think the whole world got stressed behind that. Okay, because I have to tell people, don't give it credence. Just stop posting about it. And I just felt that what I'm asking you right now is so on par. Like, how are you doing? Because I didn't know the people, but I saw people online. Y'all look stressed to me because y'all was posting it like, oh my God. I was like, don't give it any credence. So my first question is, what are you doing right now intentionally to protect your peace? I want y'all to put that in the chat. What are you doing? I mean, I know some of y'all go to therapy, you go to prayer, you walk away from people, you turn the news off. Some of y'all smoke weed, you go to the gym, you journal, community. But I just want to, check in on you and see how you are intentionally protecting yourself. I use that word a lot with my friends about everything that I do is intentional, because if I do it intentionally, I know it's going to bring me joy. And I've said that there are a couple of people on this chat that I've had some conversations with, and I'm glad. Sean, you said you're good, making the best of it in spite of it all. Michelle Bowie says she is blessed and highly favored. Come on now. Alma, you're great. I know you're great. You're in your bubble. And it's beautiful. That's right. You guys, please check in on yourself sometimes while you're checking on other things. Okay. And I'm going to wrap up my chat by asking you one more question. What have you had to let go of to protect your peace? People, habits, expectations, news, whatever, in order to stay sane in this season. What have you had to let go? And I would be on this show for about 2 hours if I tell you what I've had to let go to protect my peace. But the one thing that I have done, or what I have let go of, is hearing other people's noise. That's not to say I don't care about them, but some people sometimes want to put noise on you just because they know they can. There you go. And there you go. Toxic friendships, dramatic people. Oh my goodness, protecting your space. I'm also going to say, narcissists, I can't deal with y'all this season. You out. I can't deal with you, but I thank you all for protecting your peace. Thank you all for indulging me in the chat, because every now and then we got to check on one another. And tonight is my moment to check on you guys. So again, keep doing whatever you're doing to protect your peace, and at all costs. But right now, because I got to give as much time as possible to, excuse me, our special guest. So look, I was going to ask Bobby and Sean, if you all ready, can I introduce her? But I'm going to ask my viewers, if you all are ready, I want to go ahead and introduce my special guest tonight. Apostle Sharon Magic Jordan-Roach is a true trailblazer whose journey spans the world's most iconic fashion runways and a powerful spiritual calling rooted in faith and transformation. For over 2 decades, she was a force in the international modeling industry, working with legendary designers. Today, Magic is an ordained apostle, author, mentor, and founder of the Image Strategist, where her guiding message is: your soul is the foundation, style is the expression. Okay, let me say it one more time. Your soul is the foundation, style is the expression. Magic now brings her voice to a deeper dimension with a debut prayer journal, Perspectives from the Secret Place, helping people confront hidden beliefs and transform their lives from the inside out. For our next We See You tonight, I am so blessed to bring to the He Said platform my girl Magic. Beautiful. Look at you. Hi, my dear.
Hello.
Don't look. You got me. You got. Look, I can see the glow in you. I can see Magic. Thank you so much for being here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. This has been in the making since I'm going to say the 80s.
At least.
At least. How are you doing?
I'm great. I'm excited. I couldn't wait.
Ladies and gentlemen, I got to share something with you all. Okay, so get ready. Tonight, Magic is taking time out of her day to join us on her birthday. Today is her birthday, and she said I could say it.
You can say
Magic
it.
Today is 70 years old, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, and still walking, still shining. I mean, oh my God, beautiful.
Oh God,
beautiful.
It's all God.
Beautiful.
It's all God. It's all God.
All God.
It's all God. It's all Him. 70 and sassy. 70 and saved. Okay.
All right, look, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, like I said, I'm gonna keep her as long as I could because we got some conversation for you. And thank you all. Isn't she beautiful? Isn't she beautiful? But tonight, Magic, we're gonna take them into a couple of different avenues because, as I said, I've known first of all, I've known Magic for a while, but when I got the opportunity to book her for a show, I knew that I had arrived. For those of you who don't know, I'm a fashion producer. And when I first saw Magic, I was an usher for the Congressional Black Caucus fashion show. And I was at a rehearsal and I saw her on stage. And when I tell you it changed my whole life, because I had never seen a group of Black models. And I'm talking the best of the best of the best of the best. But Magic, you had a walk that just let me know that one day she's going to be working for me, and that day came. So that's where my first image of you first started. So again, thank you for being here, Magic. And I'm going to open up with a very personal question for you. Since today you're celebrating your 70th birthday and you're doing it in such a season of purpose and alignment.
Yes.
When you look back over your life, what wisdom would you share about aging with grace, spiritually emotionally, and physically?
Wow. First of all, thank you so much for having me here. I am so excited. One thing you can do is just love yourself first. Learn to love yourself. Learn to love yourself. Quiet yourself. Get away from toxic people, toxic thinking people. Get into a secret place. Whatever blows your hair back. My secret place is with God. And you really have to get in touch with yourself. Before you love others, you have to love yourself. That's the most important thing. So I found that being alone in that secret place with God, I get instructions. I get direction that keeps me above the noise, basically. So that's basically it. Spend some time with yourself.
See, that I mean, I opened the show that way. I didn't know that came over me today, actually, about having a chat with the viewers about that. Spending time with yourself is such an important thing that we often overlook. Yes. Because we're doing so many other things, you know what I mean? And we don't look at ourselves. So very good advice, Magic. Very good advice. I'm going to move, and we're going to talk about your career in the modeling industry for a minute, because you have walked the runways for some of the top fashion designers of our time. Yes. Stephen Burrows, Halston, Patrick Kelly, Calvin Klein, Roberto Cavalli, Isaia, Betsy Johnson, Byron Lars, Willi Smith, Yves St, Laurent, and Epperson. And that's just to name a few. So tell us, who inspired you, or what inspired you to even pursue the art of modeling?
Wow. I think this thing started like in second grade. In second grade. No, not second. Maybe fourth grade. I was in this fourth grade operetta in my elementary school. And I had the lead role. I had to learn lines. I had to sing. And I had to do a little acting. So I was a star of the show. And I think it kind of started right there. And then from there, performing in church. And after that, performing in the band. I was a majorette. So I was entertaining. I was twirling. I was competing. Then I started to go on to pageants. So that pretty much gave me the progression to actually entertain, if you will. So it started like fourth grade in Orlando, Florida. Yeah.
So would you say that just here, because I just learned something about that, being competing in pageants.
Yes.
You know, a lot of people disconnect the pageant girls, if you will, from the runway girls.
Oh, absolutely.
Where did that connect for you?
Well, it was all one and the same for me, because I was a diva from way back. So what? Okay. The pageant posture poise is actually different, but it's still a mindset. It's a mindset to present the posture, the poise, the grace. It's pretty much the same thing. A little bit more technique goes into the runway model versus the pageant queen. So, yeah.
Right. Well, you definitely, like I said, you guys, I wish I could have put my hands on some video clips. I did the best I could by digging in that file and making sure I could find what I could find. But anyway, Magic, you know, the modeling industry is not an easy place to be. And there are a lot of highs and lows in the modeling industry. So I'm going to ask you if you would like to share, what was the most challenging moment during your career or your fashion career?
I think the most challenging thing is the rejection part. Everybody's not going to like you, basically. You can't take it personal. I had to learn that over time. The most challenging thing for me, really, because I was darker skinned. And at the time when I was coming along, all the girls were very fair.
Mm-hmm.
So that was extremely, extremely challenging for me. But I had to persevere. I knew I was just as great. I knew I was just as good. I was a darker skin tone. That was really a big challenge for me. But I got over it.
Mm-hmm. Well, thank God for I named a host of designers, and a few of them loved, I'm going to say, our caramel, our melanin women. Okay. And so you, again, God had you where you need to be at the right time. So,
yes, he did.
And like there were challenging moments, in your modeling career, there had to be some moments where you felt like you triumphed, where you exceeded even your expectations. Share with us some of those moments.
Okay, I have several, but the biggest one was in Paris. Mm-hmm. And Patrick set up this appointment for me to go to see the Monsieur Yves St. Laurent. Mm-hmm. YSL, everyone. The biggest couture the greatest couturier that ever lived. So I go in for the go-see. It was raining that day. I go in, I'm soaking wet, I'm telling you now. I go in and I said, I'm here to see the Monsieur. This beautiful atelier, marble floors, chandeliers, the whole nine. Country girl from Orlando, Florida, but okay. I go in, I said, I'm here to see the Monsieur. And the receptionist says, no more black girls.
Ooh.
She gagged me. I'm going to tell you, she gagged me. She really did. So I said, no, but I have an appointment. So I kept talking. This woman opens up the door. She says, come with me. That was Lulu de la Fallage. Everybody in the fashion industry knows who she is. She said, come on in. I walk in, and there he was, the king of couture, Yves St. Laurent himself. Alvin, I'm telling you, I literally froze. And I was saying in my mind, feet don't fail me now. He said, will you walk for me? So I began to walk with him. Out of nowhere, all these women just came in, changed me from head to toe. The suit, the gloves, the shoes, the hat, the everything. And then he said, walk for me again. Then he said, Treasury, you have the show. I ran back outside in the rain, called my mother all the way back in Orlando, Florida, saying, Ma, I got the biggest show in Paris, Yves St. Laurent. You know what my mother said? What? Yves who?
Okay.
This is a true story.
I love it. But again, that's a true testament. I'm telling you, and in you telling that story, I had to go back to Alvin, the little usher boy, moving trash cans and taking tickets at the Congressional Black Caucus Fashion Show, and able to see a rehearsal, and how you came down the runway in a rehearsal. And so I can understand. I'm not comparing myself to Yves St. Laurent. Okay. I'm just saying. I know when a good feeling is a good feeling. You know what I mean? I really do. And I'm sorry. Do you have another that you want to share? That there was a Triumph Magic? I know you got a couple.
I got a couple, but let me tell you about that Black Caucus.
Okay.
Let's go to the Black Caucus show. That was the most prestigious show for any girl to walk in. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm telling you, when I was booked for that show, that was a big triumph for me, because there was people like a Pat Cleveland and a Billy Blair. These girls had already been blazing a runway already. Mm-hmm. So I was kind of new coming in, after them. But to walk in that show, I really felt Renal White and Alan Cephas and all of the greats were in that show. And Dwight Bird, everyone who don't know, one of the greatest producers I've ever, he was just an amazing talent. He said, oh, you're going to be in the show. When I got that show, Alvin, you couldn't tell me nothing. I'm just telling you right now. That was a big triumph for me. Another one working for Willi Smith. And then another one was Patrick Kelly. I need everybody. If you don't know him, Google him. If you don't know him, Patrick Kelly was the first African-American designer to go into the Chambre Syndicale. That's along with Givenchy and Chanel and Saint Laurent. This guy was so amazing. And I was his muse, one of his muses. I was in all of his ads, top magazines, the best designers. That was really the highlight. He was just amazing. I can go on.
I'm going to ask my producer. We had some pictures when I was introducing you. If Norman will, I know he's going to kick me under the table somewhere. But Norman, I want to go back to my introduction of Magic, and there were some pictures of her with, I think it was Patrick Kelly or
yes, it was the button dress.
It was the button dress.
That's Patrick Kelly.
This is Patrick Kelly,
yes.
and Magic is up front and center, and there's Magic.
That's me in the end. That's a Kelly girl. That's me with the little streamer on the back there. Mm-hmm. These ads were everything. They were everywhere, from American Vogue, French Vogue, everywhere. We had so much fun. And the button dress is a famous button dress. I don't know if we have that.
Actually,
there it is.
There it is. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That made me a lot of money. A lot of money.
Again, for those of you who can't feel or don't know the history of some of these iconic Black models like Magic, she named a few people of who she looked up to when she went as she was booked for the Congressional Black Caucus show. And one more piece of tidbit, I don't mean to keep you all on this, but the Congressional Black Caucus fashion show, as Magic said, was one of the bellwether fashion shows for any entertainment across the board. But for a Black model, it was amazing. The show was in September and it sold out in February.
Yes.
So that just goes to show you how big that show was. And long live the CBC weekend. How about that?
Yes, okay. Yes.
Well, I want to ask you a couple of more questions about the industry, Magic. Like, okay. What did those moments teach you about yourself?
Wow. When I tell you, that was a lot of soul searching. I really had to get to know who I was. When you are faced with, no one likes rejection. Let's just go there. No one likes, no, you're too dark. You too fat, you're too thin, but it really got me in touch with who I really am. And I learned to love myself. And I did not allow others, after a while, it took a little while to really define me. Because I already had a foundation from 4th grade. Are you hearing me?
I'm hearing you. I'm following you.
I had a foundation from 4th grade. So what it taught me was consistency. It strengthened me. It built character. This is just the aesthetics. What really counts is what's coming from the inside. And it built so much character in me, not only as a model, but just as a young woman.
And a lot of girls don't have that backgrounds. A lot don't have background. I say background, but they didn't come from that. These new girls just come in the industry and they haven't really learned how to deal with being rejected or even dealing with or have dealt with themselves enough, their self-confidence to even really be in this industry. They're looking at it from the beauty and the glitz and the glamour. Absolutely. And it's a lot. It's a lot.
Absolutely. You got to be a strong girl. It's much more than just being pretty. Far more than just your makeup and your hair and your fit. This has to come from the inside. And that's what really sets you apart from the other girls. Knowing who you are.
Before we transition into talking about your book, I have one more question about the industry, because I made a call to a good friend of mine and yours by the name of James Hicks, photographer at the amazing
Wow.
photographer in Atlanta. And
Amazing.
you have just shot in his upcoming book,
Yes.
Moments, Icons, Legends, and Muses. And first of all, James, did my producer put that picture up there? Because this picture here is talking to me.
Oh boy.
It's talking to me. So I want to ask you, Magic, what did it mean to be invited back in front of the camera again, especially for this moment?
Well, that was really a moment. I was faced with the most challenging time of my life. My husband was very, very, very ill. Mm-hmm. And I almost canceled that day. He said, "No, Magic, you can do this. I need you in the book. When I tell you, I was hurting so." But once I got back in the saddle, I remembered who I was. And we were in Times Square when we shot that. And it just lifted me because I was at such a low point that day. I was so sad that day. But the pictures came out amazing. The glam team was fabulous. People were stopping us in the street. I hadn't shot in years. But James kept saying, "No, come, you have to do this. You have to do this. You're going to be fine. You're going to be fine." I was like, and look at what happened. I'm telling you, every time I look at that shot, I think about where I was at that time. But that was all God. I'm telling you right now, to give me the strength to even sit before a camera. That day was just amazing, amazing, amazing.
Well, as you've said, as we've talked over the last few weeks, it's all God.
It's all God.
It's all God. So I'm going to move into perspectives from the secret place.
Okay.
Because this book, people were looking at me on the subway reading this book this week. I think I might have even shed a tear, but Perspectives from the Secret Place is called a prayer journal, Magic. Take us into Perspectives from the Secret Place and why you chose this time to write this book.
Wow. This has been in the making for years, along with a very powerful group of intercessors, which are called the Agape Warriors. Just on the back of the book, these are some incredible women. I was challenged to a 365-day prayer watch by an apostle out of Houston, Texas. So I started this watch, this is over 10 years ago, all by myself. Then as I began to pray, other people came on. And when people joined the group, God began to give us downloads and revelation. And I'm telling you, I'm not that smart because everything in this book came straight from the throne of God. And he would give us words straight from the throne. It was very applicable to what was happening in our lives right then and there. So when I began to pen it, and I began to journal and said, you know what? We're going to put this together as a book to help other people. And then as I started, then I stopped. Started, then I stopped. Then again, the love of my life became very ill. Once he transitioned, it took me into a whole nother dimension. I'm telling you now, I had to get into the secret place to keep my sanity. Number one, my mind. The word is my foundation. I'm telling you, this might sound like a cliche, but I really don't look like what I've been through. It was one of the most devastating, dark times of my life. But I had to go in the secret place, talk to my God to give me instructions and stop asking him, why? But God, what should I be learning? What is this for? Is that making sense? Is that making any sense to you? Is that making sense? So I knew it would help others with anxiety. I went through a plethora of emotions, guilt and shame, hurt. But after all of that, we penned this book and it's helping people all over this country right now.
Mhm. Beautiful. I mean, beautiful. And I'm gonna give you about about 5 seconds because I want you to read one or two excerpts from the book of your
Oh,
choice.
okay.
So I want to I want to. Oh, someone said Monica Pleasant said no sound. What happened? Monica. Monica, I love you, sweetheart, but can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now, Monica? We want to make sure you can hear us. But Magic, I want you to read. I have a whole bunch of them that I've already tagged, but I'd like for you to read
There's so many,
one of
but
the
okay.
excerpts from the book,
Okay.
please. Okay.
Okay.
Mhm.
One of my favorites, I love them all. Don't break down before you break through. Let me sit it right there. Don't break down before you break through. So we have the scripture here, and we're going to read. God is in the midst of her. He shall not be moved. God shall help her. And that right early. Have you felt like giving up lately? Don't give up. Let perseverance finish its work so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking anything. You must understand that every promise of God comes with a process. The process is connected to time, and it should not be rushed. There are times in our lives when we ask God to rescue us out of uncomfortable situations, not knowing that the trying of our faith worketh patience. God's intent in the process is to develop our faith and character. Despite your trials, tears, and tribulation, trust the process. It's all working together for your good. That's one.
Something came up for me. Two questions. You mentioned the
Yes.
secret place.
Yes.
You mentioned you have a secret place. Is there a specific place that's a secret place, or for people, or you have yours? Secret
It could
place.
be anywhere.
Explain that. Explain
The
that to
secret
me.
place can be anywhere where you get along with God. Some people's bathroom is that spot. Some people's rooms are that spot. They have certain areas that they go.
Mhm.
But over the years, I constantly pray. But really, the real secret place is in my bedroom. For
Mhm.
me.
Mhm.
For me.
Mhm.
Everybody has their own thing. Some people's secret place is in their car.
Mhm. Mm.
Some people,
Mm.
I'm telling you, whatever blows your hair back, I'm telling you right now, whatever works for you, get alone with God.
Mm.
Just you and him. No noise, no people, no opinions. Get in his presence. Yes.
So, Magic, how does prayer change perspectives in your opinion?
How? Okay, it is. It's perception and reception. Okay, let's go here. Number one, you have to have a relationship. Again, this thing is personal. Let me go there.
Mm.
I hate religion. I don't like religion. He that dwelleth in the secret place shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. So, what's your relationship with God?
Mm. Mhm.
What you got going on? Are you on speaking terms or are you religious? You're churchgoer? You go through rituals? Or do you have a relationship? It's all about your personal relationship. So when you begin to pray, prayer is only communication with God. It should be a dialogue and not a monologue.
Mm.
Are you hearing
Mm.
me?
Mm.
It should be
Mhm.
a dialogue. It shouldn't just be all petitions.
Mm.
You should be
Mm.
having an ear to hear. He speaks small voices
Mm.
in your spirit. But you have to be sensitive to that to understand when I talk to God, he's listening and he responds. Am I
Mm.
making sense? Am I making sense?
You look.
Am I making sense? I
I
wanted the people to hearing.
You got me so captivated. She's asking you, is she making sense? I know now. Sense? I see Kendall Fisher over here. He didn't pull out Psalm 91. Okay. Jackie. I see that. And I hope I'm saying that right.
That is a secret.
It's on point. Jackie, okay, it's on point. No, I mean, again, I'm asking these questions because the way Magic has written this journal, one, it's an easy read and it pulls you in. It's easy. It's so easy. And so I also wanted her to read excerpts from the book so that you can feel where she's coming from, like I was feeling, where she's coming from. And I'm going to ask you right now, Magic, to read another excerpt, for one of your favorite excerpts from the book, because I've been thinking about transformation. I don't know why transformation just keeps coming over me when I read your book. And so
I love it. I love it.
If you can, but I mean, pick your whatever your favorite another one of your favorite.
All of them are my favorite, but here's one I really love. Mm-hmm. Endure the weight of the weight.
Come on, talk to us.
Endure the weight, WEIGHT, of the weight, the WAIT. But they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They should run and not be weary. They should walk and not faint. There are times when situations in my life, your life may be extremely challenging, may also cause your emotions to become unstable. Sometimes situations can seem heavy and unbearable. God will not suffer you to be tempted above that you are able, but will make a way of escape that you may be able to bear it. In the process of waiting for things to change, make sure you are walking in, this is key, obedience to the Lord. When we actively wait on the Lord, even when it seems like nothing is happening, we will see the desired results. It's worth the wait. And let's talk about waiting. I'm a New Yorker, and New Yorkers are the most impatient people on the planet Earth. Don't nobody want to wait for nothing. But this is all predicated on time. Yeah. And God is outside of time. Okay. He doesn't roll on your boulevard, your Rolex, your Omegas. He's infinite. So when we feel like it should have happened yesterday, the Bible says 1,000 years is as a day, a day is 1,000 years with the Lord. We're on kingdom time. Sometimes he'll tell you, you're not ready. But the problem is we want to control the narrative. We want it our way. But if you be obedient, surrender, and watch God work, it's worth the wait. It's worth the wait.
It is worth the wait. So, Magic, who is this journal for?
This journal is for everybody. This for everybody. The saved, the unsaved, thinking about it. It's for the bros. It's for everybody. That's how easy it is, because it's relatable.
Yes.
It's not churchy. It's not denominational.
No.
I don't like religion. I say it in every interview. It separates us. It's so segregated. All of these. No. Get a relationship with God. This book is for everyone. You can find yourself in any of these quotes. I'm telling you, in any of these quotes. And what it is, it starts to what? Conditioning your thinking. You rethink your thinking. That's another one there. Another one was stop auditioning for people's approval. Oh, God, we can go on.
Oh.
Stop
that
it.
One hit. That one hit.
Stop auditioning for people's. Okay. Stay on your journey and not somebody else's path. How about that?
Oh, guess what? You can't see it, but I'm looking at it right now. Stay on your journey and not someone else's path. I'm telling you all,
This book is everything.
This book, as Magic said, has all of us in it.
Everybody.
No matter where you are in your life.
I don't care where you are.
You are in this book.
You in this book. Somewhere. No, I'm telling you, you somewhere in this book. How about this one? God has hidden you, kept you hidden to make you exclusive. Oh. Woo! I'm telling you, God is famous for timing. Timing. Okay.
Magic, I see, because I have my time, see, with you, I could be on here till 9 o'clock and I can't do it. I want to ask you about intention, if I may, and I don't mean to, this book made me, again, the word intention, I said that earlier in my chat. The things that I do, I'm very intentional about the things that I do right now, because those are the things that bring me joy. And again, getting this book from you, it has been speaking to that. So I want to ask you if you could leave the audience with one truth. What would that be for them from this book?
First of all, stay true to yourself. First of all, stay true to truth, real truth. Stay true to the word, first of all. But what I want everybody to do is just examine yourself. Look at yourself. This is it. Look at you. What can I do to be better, to be stronger? In order to do that, you're going to have to be intentional. You're going to have to be focused. You're going to have to be consistent. You must. There's no way out. Find out who you are, because a lot of us are walking around with false ID.
Oh, ouch.
Find out who you are.
Ouch.
And don't allow other people to label you. Get to know you. Who are you? Who are you? Again, false ID. You remember when we used to be young and you want to get in the club and you get in the place, you used false ID, and you weren't really 21, but you went and got some fake ID. But when you're in the kingdom, you need a passport. You need your social security card. You got to be legal in order for this thing to work. In order for okay. Find out who you are. Get to know yourself.
I cannot let you go without shedding some more light and giving credit to the Agape Warriors, the prophetic prayer group that you mentioned. And they were powerful intersectors, and they collaborated with you on the project. So share with us, take a moment to share with us who they are and how integral their work was for this project.
Wow, this is amazing. The warriors are from all over the country. These women are in different cities. This is the fivefold. It's the apostolic. We have evangelists. We have pastors. We have the teacher. We have the prophet. I'm the apostle. It's the fivefold ministry. We meet 3 times a week, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Mondays and Fridays, teaching the word of God. Wednesdays, intercessory. These are some of the most powerful women my sisters in this group. I have other people that was in churches before that I attended, but these women are prophetic. One is on the line tonight, Jackie Breeden. She's on the line tonight. She's one, and another one, Wanda Draper. She's on the line. Powerful women of God that can get a prayer through. Do you understand? So they have been a major support for me, again, to get this project out, because what I was going through personally, they held my arms up. they prayed with me. You can do it. And you know the fashion industry is all it's you got to. I was on every day. I never miss a day from work. When I say broken, but the prayers of the righteous availeth much. And these women are amazing. I'm telling y'all, get yourself a friend. You don't need a whole lot of folk. Jesus had Peter, James, and John. That was his inner circle. If you got more than 3 friends, that's one too many. Oh, okay, I'm gonna leave that alone.
So, Magic, before we end, you gotta tell us, how can they get, the book? How can everyone put their hands on the book? I'm ready.
It's so easy because we self-publish. You can inbox me. Easy. We'll get the orders out right straight to you. Instagram or Facebook, and we're also. That's Sharon Jordan-Roach. Easy. Look, Sharon Jordan-Roach. Inbox me. We also have a page on Instagram, Agape Warriors. But really, Sharon Jordan-Roach. Inbox me. We get you your copy. You won't regret it because you can journal in this thing. You can take notes. Yeah, that's it. That's it.
I just put it up. I just sent it to my producer.
Easy. Easy breezy.
Well, Sharon, look, Magic. I don't know why I'm getting choked up because I don't want you to go, but I just gotta say, as we wrap up, this was beautiful, and happy birthday to you, and thank you for sharing your birthday with me. I feel like I got the gift. Okay. I got the gift. And, like I said, I will be in New York soon, and I will definitely give you a call. And hopefully if my producer, he got it right. Oh, Sharon did it. And this is how you can reach her, Sharon Jordan-Roach on IG or Facebook. Please do that. Well, since I have you up here, I'm going to, first of all, thank our viewers for tuning in tonight and coming to see the Queen. Happy Black History Month. We're kicking it off in a very powerful way, as you can see. And Bobby and Sean will be back next week because we have our beautiful Valentine's Day show and our show next week, Beyond the Valentine, Black Gay Fatherhood, Love, and Aging While Black. You don't want to miss these phenomenal fathers. I'm telling you, they all have a story. They're phenomenal men in every way, and it's a story to tell. So please tune in next week for our Valentine's Day show. And our words of the week this week, before we let Magic go: changing your perspective changes your experience.
Love it.
Okay.
Love it.
It does. And I think I saw a viewer who said that he keeps hearing words like intentional. I saw it. And then there AK Moore, he said, I keep hearing these common themes of late: intention, living your truth. Know who you are. I'm hearing these things consistently for a reason. Take heed, AK.
It's true.
Because nothing's a coincidence at all. Magic, I love you. Thank you again for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you, viewers, for being here. And we look forward to seeing you on the next episode of He Said. Magic. He said.
He said. I'm a little slow.
It's all right. Thank you very much for being here, you guys. Love you much, Magic. And you all have a great week and be safe out there, okay?
Thank you. Thank you for having me.